Right, I'm lucky enough at the moment to have some stock of 572 XP chainsaws, which was Husqvarna's current biggest saw in the lineup, which is around the 70cc mark. I thought while we're here and just going through the specs of the 592, we put them up side by side. Cold wear on that exhaust.
And welcome to another Hayes machine.
Obviously there is around 20cc difference in saw capacity, but I thought we'd take the top cover off, just look at the key differences. Sort of you can see physically from the size, the 592 is just that little bit bigger. There's not a huge difference in weight, but obviously you can run a far larger bar on the 90cc saw. Really biggest capacity on this one would be about 28. You'd be running on the 72cc saw here. But we'll take the top cover off quickly of both saws. So I suppose noticeably you'll see a difference here with the covers. So on the 70cc, if I can get it off, I think someone's glued this on. Right, so that's your top cover on the 572, and here's the cover on the 592. As you can see, basically, because there's a bigger engine, you're going to have a bigger cylinder, so you're going to have a bigger cover. So that's the difference in size of those. The two air filters, quickly unscrew both of those. Same style material, so that sort of felt material. But again, noticeably is the air intake sizes, because the 592 is going to be wanting to draw more air to fuel the engine. Then you've got a bigger intake on the 592, so that's the difference in the air filters. The other thing is spark plugs. Now it's been a few years since I got my hands dirty. I was a trained mechanic, but basically these are BPM R7A spark plugs in the 572, which is slightly stubbier, fatter sort of plugs. These are the newer sort of generation plugs here. This is the CMR6H NGK plugs. So you can see it's just slightly different, noticeable difference there. These are more streamlined. Still got your decompression valves on both. And then the other big thing is obviously your intakes. So larger hole in the 592, slightly smaller on the 572. Same start, stop, choke assembly there. As you probably already saw, different exhaust systems. So less restriction in the 592. The 572 exhaust system, a bit like the 560, 550s, it's sort of a sloping exhaust. So to keep the saw more streamlined, the cylinder is actually tipped back slightly. So the piston is running at a slight angle. The exhaust is more streamlined, so it just gives a more narrower saw basically for, should we say, more all-round work. The 592 will be a go-to saw for most people, but it will just have that much more power that will be used for felling and a lot more demanding applications, shall we say. And we'll quickly look at the clutch system while we're here as well. So I've already took clutch cover off on the 592. Let's quickly take it off on the 572. 572 comes with an X-Force Husqvarna guide bar, which is a laminated bar. Again, this runs a 3/8 chain with a C85 chain, and you've got your rim sprocket again, same rim sprocket, 3/8 by 7. We've just quickly whipped this one off while we're here. It's nice and clean anyway. Again, decent clutch system. It's actually using the same clutch as the 592 by the looks of it. Yeah, same clutch. So if you're running a 572 currently, looks like if you had a 592 that you could swap over clutches or anything like that if you wanted as well. We'll quickly whip that back together. And two other things I have noticed as I've been stripping them apart is your anti-vibration system. So like I mentioned, really decent anti-vibration system on there with your captive wire to stop the tension on the springs. So that's a little update on that one. 572. Just normal bolted system like a lot of other saws on the market. And then the other thing, you have got your felling lines on the 572, vertical felling lines, but on the 592, obviously because this is going to be designed for, bigger applications, should we say, you've got horizontal felling lines as well. So it just helps you when you're cutting that notch into the tree and you're doing your felling work where you can sort of guide your fell to. So there you go, that's pretty much the differences there. Obviously more power and bigger saw. So thank you ever so much for watching one of our technical videos. We hope you enjoyed it. Now we come to the part of the video where we give our subscriber giveaway. So congratulations to Jacob Harvey. You have won a subscriber giveaway as modelled here by our
Cha-ching.
Ryan. Everyone wants a Hayes hat. That is, Ryan's not giving himself away. It is the hat.
Just the hat only.
Just the hat, and everyone wants one of those hats. So thank you ever so much for watching our videos. Subscribe to our channel, drop us some comments, and you'll be in a chance to win it.
Great big bushy beard.
Great big bushy beard.